Fucking love this car. Probably wasn't best to try and shred my tyres before getting the MOT inspector to have a look at them, was it? Hey guys, what's going on? My name is George and welcome back to the Fraud YouTube channel. So today we have a really simple video, but before we get into it, I just want to say 85% of you that watch my videos are not subscribed. So if you're new here or a returning viewer, please consider hitting that subscriber button. It would really, really help me out. You have no idea how much that would help me in the future, thinking about new content and new videos to bring you guys over the summer and how much it would help. So I would really, really appreciate your support if you like the videos. So today we are going to take my E92 M3 to get MOT tested. Now I hear you say, George, that's not very interesting. MOT happens every year with every car, and yes, you're right. However, if you've been paying attention to what I've done to this car over the last 3 months, you'll know that in December, in the Modstock video, if you click up here, you can go and see that, I got my car stage 2 tuned, as well as putting a gutted catheter converter system on it from Modstock exhaust modifications. And one of the big talking points in that video was, will it pass MOT? Now, from the conversations Chris and I have had, if the car is cold, or both test pipes as well as gutted cats, and it's tested for emissions, it won't pass. Well, in theory, it won't pass. But if the car's up to temp, with both test pipes and gutted cats, it will. So now obviously we can go into the visual element of gutted cats will look like they're there, so we'll pass the visual and test pipes won't. But if you want more information on that, go and click up here in the Modstock video and check that out, because we go into a bit more detail on the difference between the two. But today is meant to be a really short, quick video, hopefully, that proves that with both Modstock exhaust modification mods, the test pipes and the gutted cats, that they pass on the emissions test within the MOT inspector, within the MOT test, if the car is up to temp. The car is up to temp right now, and we're going to drop it off at Halford's Auto Centre. Now, I've been to this MOT inspector once before and got the car done last year, but I don't know anyone there, I never spoke to anyone, and I do not have a friendly hookup there to help me through. Now, if you have that and you want to get test pipes, then by all means, that's the way to go. But for me, gutted caps was the safer option for me to ensure that I get the sound and the performance that I want from my car without having to swap out back to gutted cats or whatever to pass the visual inspection, because I didn't know anyone. So the car's up to temp now. It sounds awesome. I'll give it a quick rev for you. It sounds awesome. So let's go into M mode, into third gear. Let's go to Halford's. Way too quick. Hey guys, right, okay, so I'm wearing different clothes. It's a different day. Essentially, after the last clip you saw, I took the car in to have its MOT done, and I walked into the reception, said, hi, yeah, my name's George, here to get my car MOT'd. Then some guy came out and said, look, I've seen you driving in, by the way, your plate's illegal. I said, my number plate's not illegal, it was bought properly, everything's fine, got all the papers for it. I've never been stopped, I've never had any issues, plus also it was in this exact auto centre a year ago to have its MOT with the private plate on, and there was no issues with it at all, no matter what. So I don't really understand the change in kind of rules now. Suddenly it's not okay, but it was okay the exact same place a year ago. He said, look, here's what it is. I think your plate's illegal. I'm testing the car. I'm going to fail it. So I went, look, all right, whatever. That's annoying, but fine, cancel it. I'm going to book in somewhere else. So I left there, called around, but unfortunately on the day, no one could fit me in for an MOT on that exact same day. So I've had to book it for Monday, which is today. So I've got about 25 minutes till I need to drop the car off. Again, I'm out in the car, warming it up to temperature, like wasted my time on Saturday, but I had a good drive. It was nice to get the car out, plus it was a really good day to kind of get out in the car. So yeah, I can't complain at all from that perspective. But yeah, it failed for the plate. Like, how ridiculous is that? And then the guy was like, oh yeah, you could go and buy some number plates from Halfords in town. Oh, you should use your indicators, God's sake. You can go and buy some number plates from Halfords in town and like blue tack them on the front, and then I'll pass it. I'm just thinking, what? How does that make any difference? So you can tick a box on a piece of paper. Like, just say the plate's fine. Why do I have to go and spend 40 quid for a set of crap plates to blue tack onto the front of my car so that you can go, yeah, that's got the correct number spacing, and then you even advise me to take them off afterwards. Like, what's the actual point in that at all? Anyway, I booked in with a completely different garage now. Hopefully the plate isn't an issue and we can get the MOT done on this E92 M3, and we can prove that the gutted catalytic converters will pass on the emissions test and allow your car to sail through an MOT. So I'm gonna drive the car about, get it up to temp, and then I'll catch up with you guys afterwards. All right, see you later. Right guys, I've just picked the car up from the garage then, and unsurprisingly, we have a full pass with no advisories whatsoever. What were they telling me about the private plate? Anyway, it just goes to show you, don't listen to someone if they tell you something like that. Just book it in somewhere else. If I'd have listened to what they said on Saturday when I first took the car in, I would have gone and spent 45 quid on some new plates and a load of hassle, whereas I just cancelled it, went home, booked in for another day, and then this MOT inspector thought there was no issue with the plate, because there is no issue with the plate. So I don't know what that guy's problem was, but it is what it is. Anyway, if we go through the MOT stuff then and we look at the catalytic converter review, essentially it tells you what engine temperature the car was when they tested it and kind of the things they did. So my car was temperature gauge showed warm when they did the testing, and we did a fast idle test as well as a natural idle test. We were within all the limits. We were at 1.01 for the Lambda with a maximum of 1.03. We were within the CO limits and the HC limit, and they also did a natural idle test as well, and we were within all of those limits. So yeah, it just goes to show, if you're interested in getting a gutted catalytic converter from Modstock, then 100% do so. This is literal video proof that the car will pass its MOT. It gives you better noise, extra power, and it's an absolute no-brainer in my opinion. Right, that's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit of a stressful situation trying to sort out different MOTs on different days and having to jump it about, but I think it worked out in the end. We've got a full pass with no advisory, so I literally cannot complain about that at all. And yeah, if you're new here, hit that subscriber button and also make sure to like the video, because that really helps me out. So yeah, if you're in two minds about getting the Modstock gutted cats, just bloody do it. It sounds so good, and there's no repercussions when it comes to MOT testing as well. So right, that's it. I'll catch you guys next week. See ya.